I've got a new bike.
I noticed the other day that my bike was handling terribly, possibly always had done, and there was fork oil leaking down the fork leg. I first put the bike on its centre stand and then put a ratchet strap around the back and tightened the ratchet strap. This pivots it on the centre stand and lifts the front wheel off the floor. I undid the nut for the front spindle and then removed the spindle. Then remove the mudguard. I like this design because it bolts in from the top rather than most motorbikes which bolt in from underneath into the fork legs where the water and all the crap goes from the road, and it usually corrodes the heads of the bolts and you can never get them out. They either round off or something. But this is a good design. I then started to loosen the pinch bolts, but not forgetting to undo the top nut for the suspension. I then lowered the forks down gently. I then removed the dust seal. And then fully remove the top nut. There's only one person who can accurately describe the mixture of fork oil and water, and I think that's Jim Varney. So I undid the bottom bolt. This holds the forks together. I then removed the circlip that holds the oil seal in. I checked the bushing for the suspension and it looks quite good. I then completely removed the rest of the oil seal. Gave everything a good clean down with brake cleaner. Then decided to clean everything and give the forks a sanding down ready for paint because they started to look corroded. I started off with 600s and then went down to 2000s. I did have a mind of whether to polish them up or not, but then I think they're lacquered from the factory, so. I then repeated the process for the other fork leg that wasn't leaking. I then took them in the house to give them a good clean in the dishwasher. I'm putting bike parts in the dishwasher again. Oh yeah, level my own. I then gave them a good 3 coats of silver paint, followed by 3 coats of petrol resistant lacquer. They're looking very good now, and now it's time to reassemble them. Started by sliding the fork stanchion into the fork tube, and then you can gently put the bolt in the bottom with a new copper O-ring on, and you can just start the threads by hand and then finish it with either a torque wrench or an impact gun. They're supposed to be torqued to spec, but I've done that many of them, I can just feel when it's tight enough. I then put the top bush in, followed by the washer that goes on top of it. You tap the top bush into its recess with like a drift, tapping it on top of the washer to then knock it into the fork leg, and you can feel when it's seated. Followed by the new oil seal. I then use the old oil seal on top of it as like a drift, as to not damage the new oil seal. I then put the new dust seal on, and the old dust seal is a perfect driver for it because it sits over nicely on the flats. I then filled the oil up. This bike uses 499 cc's, which is 499 millilitres, and I got that as accurate as I could, up to a line on a jug. There's a lot more precise ways to fill a fork leg if you're really that concerned about it, but I'm not. I've done it this way hundreds of times and I've never had a single issue. You then compress and retract the suspension with the top knot off a few times to help it get rid of any air trapped at the bottom. I then repeated this process for the other fork leg. I then reinstalled the forks. And reinstalled the front wheel. I then installed the brake calipers. And the retaining bolt for the brake pipe. I then undid the ratchet strap and sat on it, and it feels totally different because I've used 15 weight oil rather than the factory 10 weight oil, and one of the fork legs was full of water as well, so it was just awful. I then adjusted the dampening screws on top. And as you can see, they look like brand new. Thank you very much for watching.